Hello, everybody. So let's get right into the pile selection. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. This is going to be fully on the concentration of people who literally feel like they have to have something, or they have to have an extraordinary amount of money to be loved, or anything like that. Like, who's going to love you when you are stripped with nothing, when you literally have absolutely nothing to give them, nothing to offer them besides your love, besides who you are? Who is that going to be? Okay, who's going to love the scrub? That's what's going to be the title of this pick a card reading. It came to my heart and I wanted to go home immediately and record it. So let's go right into your pile selection. See you soon. Pile number 1, welcome. So let's get right to it with the zodiac sign who's going to be there for you no matter what, love you for who you are, whether you have money or you don't have money, or if you are living lavish or you're living a little bummy, or whatever, highs and lows in between, somebody who doesn't care if you're dead broke or has debt or whatever. Who is that going to be? Aquarius. You guys know that I'm an Aquarius. If you don't, now you know. No, but I don't really support him. Anyway, 2 of Pentacles energy coming forth. Interesting. There's going to be, I feel like this person, it's almost like maybe this person's going to have 2 different sides to them. It's so funny. All right, interesting. So it's almost like you're going to think that this person's very broke. Okay, interesting. So this person may end up thinking that you're super broke, or you have no prospects, there's nothing going on with you, but I don't know, I keep getting a flip of the coin. One side is really bronze and dirty, and then another one is super clean cut. Freaking, this person doesn't know that you're you have the ability to switch. So I don't know, I'm getting that energy, okay, with the 2 of Pentacles. This is also about indecision as well. So maybe this person is very indecisive, or maybe you are very indecisive, and this person remains like a rock in your life with the Aquarius energy, which is interesting because usually Aquarians, it takes a lot for us to even love you. Okay, or even remotely even say that we love you. Okay, it's not very easy. We have to logically think about it. Okay, and that all depends on your moon sign placement, where it's exalted. So my moon sign is in Taurus, right? So that's completely different. So it, in conjunction with Aquarian energy, will be a little bit different. Okay, but for some reason I'm getting from this one, this is going to be an Aquarius, or you can meet this person during Aquarius season, which is the month 2. All right, so February could be significant for some of you guys. Now let's also get into your new love message. Now remember, this is somebody coming into your life who doesn't care. And it's crazy because Aquarius, and I'm not just talking my own sign up, it's very commonly known. They say we're humanitarian signs, and then they're like, you guys are humanitarian signs, but you're the fucking assholes of the group. You fucking hate it. Clearly they've never met a Virgo. But Aquarius actually cares about the people that they have grown attached to, or even people that they relate to, or even people that they understand their story. It's all about understanding for an Aquarius. Once an Aquarius understands where that feeling is coming from, they can relate to it. And not only are they going to relate to it, they're going to guide you through it in a way where it's like a guiding voice for you. And it's not just because I'm an Aquarius I'm saying this. I grew up with Aquarius, so I grew up with, my father's an Aquarius, my stepmom's an Aquarius, Anyway, and then I'm an Aquarius, okay? So it's surrounded by masculine and female Aquarians. Now, the next one you're getting is you will meet someone new this month is also something coming forth for you. So you could be meeting somebody new this month, and this is going to be somebody who literally is very free-spirited. Aquarius energy is very free-spirited, and it's not one thing. So when everybody describes an Aquarius, there's no Aquarius that's the same. We have similarities, but there's none of us that are the same. And people are like, well, you can say that for every zodiac sign. Not really. Aquarius, they have the same fundamental kind of intergalactic kind of energy, out of this world kind of energy. They're the star seeds of the group. It's not just what I'm saying. It's how it's literally is defined, Aquarian energy, okay? And this person is going to be very different. Aquarians are always different. Of wherever they grew up around, the Aquarian is going to be different than any other person. You could have a whole family of Aquariuses, and they will all be very, very fucking similar, but they will all demonstrate it so fucking differently. It's insane. And you're probably like, well, that happens with every... No, it doesn't. I'm trying to tell you. No, it fucking doesn't. Okay? Now, the next one that you're getting is the tarot, but we're going to put that over to the side. I was going to pause and just go right into it. It's, a quick, straight to the point read. As I say, quick, straight to the point. Page of Wands. You could be meeting this person. I mean, I'm filming this during Aries season, so you could be meeting this person during Aries season. Or this could be a very fast encounter that you meet with this person. This person's extraordinarily adventurous, okay? Very adventurous. Person's also very quick on their feet, very spontaneous, thinks of fun things to do all of the fucking time. And, even though it says, Leo, Sagittarian, Aries, that really is very similar to air sign energy of Aquarian, because even the Fool card is Aquarius and Aries energy, okay? But we haven't received that yet, so... The next card that you're getting is the Four of Pentacles in the reversal. I feel like also this person and you just may end up doing really fun, unique things together. This person has a very unique style. Might dress a little bit different. This is interesting. But usually Aquarius just have funky style, or we have these really cool little things that we do when we have money. You know what I mean? This person also is very generous. Okay, generosity, giving freely, openness, reckless spending. This person has a tendency to want to be very giving. And let's just say if you're like, listen, I cannot go with you because I have no car. This is somebody who'll be like, all right, bet, I'll pick you up. They'll probably pick you up a couple times, and then all of a sudden they're gonna be like, you know what? Let's just go to the car dealership. I'm so sick of this. It's like once they build some kind of rapport, a really strong connection with you, all of a sudden, it's like, I'm going to do this for you. Aquarius is very much like that, okay? They very much are. So the next one that you're getting is the Knight of Cups energy coming forth. I'm not saying Aquariuses are saying it, but Aquariuses are like that. I found myself doing things like that, and just because out of my heart where I'm just like, I don't want to see somebody else go through the shit that I just went through. And yeah, I built character, but maybe that character is not needed again. I don't know why. Sometimes I get that way where I'm like, nah, I'm gonna help this person. I'm gonna do that. I get like that with hunger too. When I see somebody, it's okay if I starve, but if I just see somebody else starve, I get kind of weird about it. So I don't like it. It makes me feel like I could be doing more. You know what I mean? I can't finish a whole plate knowing somebody else don't have a plate. You know what I mean? So it bothers me. But it's also about awareness, right? So that's why a lot of the times Aquariuses will become emotionally disconnected. Because the minute that we become emotionally connected is when we really, really fucking care. And some people can handle it and some people fucking can't handle when Aquarius really fucking cares about you. Because it's not the fact that we're controlling or anything. That's an aspect in the reversal. It could be that way. I'm not going to say that we're fucking perfect. But most of the time... And Aquarius is going to push you towards what you want to do. They'll push you towards what you want to do, and they'll make it seem really fun and a lot less stressful, okay? So they'll be like, you know what, let's go cliff diving today. And you'll just fucking be like, you know what, let's just fucking go. Let's just do it. And they'll think about it logically, kind of like a Virgo will, but then like, you know what, fuck it, let's just go. And then they'll jump. But while they're jumping, they'll have this strategic thought of let me lean to the left. And then they'll lean to the left and they'll miss an entire rock. That's the Fool card. You know what I mean? But with the Knight of Cups energy coming forth, this is also somebody who's really, really sweet, okay? This is also somebody who's going to be very kind, which is so odd because people, when they think of Aquarius, the first thing they think of is not sweet, okay? This is not what they think of, all right? The next one that you're getting is the King of Pentacles. This could also be somebody who's a business owner. It's so funny. You meet this person when you literally have fucking nothing. Okay, remember, this is what the purpose of this reading is. You meet this person when you literally have nothing. This is about when the scrub gets love, okay? So, and don't be offended by it at all, okay? Scrubs need love too. So with the King of Pentacles energy coming forth, all right? I just put scrub because it's an easier thing to say instead of me writing out the whole, who is going to love you? Scrub is oh, I know what that is. Come on. So the King of Pentacles energy coming forth in the upright position, prosperity, security, businessman, reliable, protective. This person is also going to be very protective of you, is also going to be very grounded. And this goes back to what I was talking about with Aquarius. I don't think I talked about in this reading, but in a previous reading. Aquarius is very much the Taurus of the earth signs, or the freaking Cancers of the water signs, okay? With the King of Pentacles energy coming forth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, okay? So again, playing into like what I've been saying with other reads as well, okay? But I do feel like with King of Pentacles energy, this is somebody who's going to be very gifting and also very giving. But you may feel a little bit uncomfortable because of how quick this person wants to do this. So you might feel a little bit uncomfortable because maybe you're not used to people like taking care of you. Maybe you're not used to people like wanting to do things for you. Maybe you're used to being like, I'm not good enough. I don't have enough money for that. I need to stay home. I can't do that. Like I haven't earned freedom. You know, poor people should never laugh. Like that kind of energy. And this person's like, I really don't give a fuck what money you have. Like, I really don't care. Like that kind of energy with the King of Pentacles. And it's almost like this person is very, like, probably a little bit overgiving, but with the Sun of card in the upright, also pulling in a lot of Leo energy. What the fuck? Okay, but the Sun card doesn't necessarily have to mean Leo. It could be Aries or Sagittarian as well. It's the classical element of fire. But happiness, success, vitality, joy, optimism, confidence. This is also about somebody literally bringing out your inner child again, okay? Where you feel like, damn, I really am taken care of. Like, it really doesn't matter that I'm a store clerk at Walgreens, or it doesn't matter that I'm a freaking, like, I work at Wawa, or it doesn't matter that I work at this, or it doesn't matter if I work at Planet Fitness, it doesn't matter if I do... This person really doesn't fucking care. This is about genuine love. This isn't about, oh, you don't have your shit together, I can't be with you, I'm not going to help you, things of that nature. This is like, I want to be with you regardless, and I know like it's going to be a growing pain, but what if we were in a marriage and this kind of happened? Would I just like falter? Would I just turn back, or would I try to help you? Like, this person is very like, they'll think futuristically in a really strong fundamental way, which Aquarian, just saying. But underneath the Page of Wands, you have the Hermit card. You're getting Virgo and Libra energy in the reversal. Underneath the Page of Wands. And for some reason, I feel like there's somebody who's... like, maybe this person seems like they're older and they just don't like doing fun stuff and shit. But this person, like, has a very youthful spirit. Okay? This person has, like, a very much, like... I'm not dead yet kind of mentality. Okay, underneath the Four of Pentacles in the reversal, you have the Moon card in the reversal. This person is also not shy to be open about their intuitive gifts. Whatever they fucking see is what they will tell you. Okay, whatever they see, they're gonna tell you. No matter how fucking crazy it sounds, no matter whatever they visualize, they're just gonna tell you. They're gonna be very open. There's not gonna be like any fucking secrets with this person. Like, which is really interesting, because usually Aquarius we have a bit of secrets, you know what I mean, but usually not detrimental ones, hopefully, but like usually just secrets to like where we just don't want people knowing our vulnerable spaces, you know, like our emotional vulnerable spaces, or for it to be like completely out in the open. Like, we don't really like stuff like that, but we do like one-on-one conversations. We like really in-depth kind of like flow, but not too deep to like where it, you know what I mean, like where it just really derails a little bit. But underneath the Knight of Cups, you're getting the Five of Swords in the reversal. This person, you may also, some of you guys are like, I already know this person. Some of you guys, you already fucking know this person, okay? But some of you don't, all right? Some of you really don't. And you'll be able to meet this person this month, or something significant is going to be happening this month between you and this person. Now, but I also feel like this person's going to show you who they really are, like genuinely. With the Five of Swords in the reversal, whenever the Five of Swords comes in the reversal, mask off. Just think future, mask off. Okay. Now, underneath the King of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups in the upright. This person, shit. I'm so happy I did this read, because it really has nothing to do with like how much money you have, what you have, like that. Like, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with just this person's genuine emotional pull towards you and wanting to give and be like full of light and love, like the genuine essence of love that we kind of like grew up on, but we started to see that, oh, maybe that doesn't exist kind of feeling, but it very much does. I see it. But underneath the Sun card, you have the Fool card. Oh, isn't that funny? Aha. So underneath the sun card, you have the Fool card. Fresh start, freedom, adventure, travel, innocence. Again, this person may really like intricate patterns or to do different things. Like, they hate looking boring, or when they have to look boring, they hate it. They like being able to like really show their personality through like their outfits for some reason. That's what I'm getting as well. This person could be a little bit different, very intricate, different thinker. Like, they believe that like the state that you are is not the state that you will end. Like, other people, they'll meet somebody and they'll be like, oh, they're not worth it. Like, they'll just grow on their own, but like, you don't want to like be them, like with them through the growing pains. Like, you know, like they're gonna have to change this and that in order for me to do this. And it's like, where's the you love me for me part? You know what I mean? Is this build a bitch? You know what I mean? Or is this build a dick? Oh god, I don't know what to call guys. I want to call him Ratchet, but I can't because it's not the same as Tool. But anyway, even though Ratchet is a tool. Anyway, American English is weird. You guys know. For the Americans, you guys know America is weird. So with the Fool card energy coming forth, this person could also be not American. This person could be from a fucking different place. Okay? And I think it'll be really cool. But a lot of the times when you meet an Aquarius, it seems like they're not really from where they're from. Like, let's just say they're from like a little place in the suburbs. Like, they're totally fucking different. Like, like they actually are more intricate. They're more open. They're more evolutionized. Like, they're not where they're from. They're meant to be, it's because they're meant to evolve where they're from, or like meant to like break a certain generational chain where they're from. So it's usually a very lonely life for Aquarian. Okay, they have to deal with like a lot of betrayals, especially on the family end and father figure energy. Usually with Aquariuses, they have like really intense father problems most of the time. With the Fool card energy underneath the Sun card, this is almost like this person's gonna literally make you feel like a kid. You know how like at peace you felt and protected you felt, like, hopefully, you know, whenever you're with a certain parent, you know, because I hate to say it, but sometimes you feel more protected with one parent over the other, and sometimes it is the mother that you feel more protected with than the father. And the only way to know that is if you ask little, I guess my name's Jazz, so if you ask little Jazzy, you know, that kind of energy. My name's Jaslyn, so. But with fresh start, freedom, adventure, travel, innocence, I don't know why I keep wanting to get pulled towards this Fool card. You are literally going to be free with this person. Like, if you think that this person is going to, like, lock, that's another thing that Aquariuses don't like. They like knowing that their person's going to come home. They like knowing, like, their schedule and stuff. But you can literally do whatever the fuck you want, essentially. Okay? As long as they know what the fuck you're doing. Okay? Like, they have to have some kind of mental image. Like, oh, like if you say, oh, I'm just going to go out. Like, all right, that's fine. Whatever. And in our mind, oh, they're just out. Like, they're fine. They'll be good. I'm just going to focus on my own stuff. Like, this is fine. They'll come back. Like, they said they're going to come back, so I trust that. And it's not until you start derailing from your schedule or doing things kind of, like, outside the ordinary where we can't predict it, which is interesting because usually Aquariuses are very, like, unpredictable, very, like, let's just do this. Let's do it. A little bit like Sagittarian, but not really. Okay, not really. But for some reason, I feel like this person is going to be very genuine with you. They're going to be extraordinarily giving, very charming, very caring, okay? And I also do feel like this is going to be happening very soon, possibly even this month for some of you guys, especially with that Page of Wands energy being there and somebody coming out of the woodwork with their emotions towards you, too, for some people who you've been maybe, like, friends with the person for a little bit. For pile number ones, this person's going to be very rich and very giving. I'm not even fucking kidding with the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. There's no other way for me to fucking explain that. And then you also have the Four of Pentacles. I mean, there is plenty other ways. But the way that I'm receiving it is this way. This could also be that this person feels like they won the trophy by just having your love, period. Like, they don't care what you do for their political career. They don't care how their boss thinks about you. They don't care, like, if their friends think they're the top shit because they're with you. They don't care. And that's very Aquarius. Aquarius, we'll care about other people. We'll care about what they think. But we won't give a fuck about what they think, if that makes sense. We'll care about what they think, but we don't give a fuck about what they think. Because at the end of the day, we realize that we're our own person, that we were lonely anyway in a room full of people. Like, that kind of energy. You know what I mean? And Aquarius will always find their own world to create inside of their selves, inside of their own environment. They'll always figure, don't worry about an Aquarius. We fine. We good. okay? But for some reason, I feel like this person is something that you really needed, as far as like just genuine love, genuine care, genuine excitement, genuine like fresh ideas, like really, really like lively. This person also wants to have children. They just want to have somebody to have a child with, is also something with pile number one. They're like very big on having like children, and to do these fun, creative things that they would like to do that they missed doing when they were a child. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. It's almost like, let's just say this person feels weird if they had like put on Nickelodeon or something, but they kind of miss it. They just miss like watching, not in a weird way or anything, but they'll just like throw on Nickelodeon, or throw on like, I don't know, like an anime or a cartoon or whatever, okay? Because cartoons and anime are different. I know people think it's the same thing, but it's not the same. Anyway, so this person, whenever they're in that moment, let's just say they're eating like a bowl of cereal and they're just like watching TV or whatever, and they think, damn, like, I wonder if my future son would like this show. I wonder if my future daughter would like this show. You know what, when my kids watch this, I'm going to tell them about this and we're going to laugh together. Like, this person thinks of these moments, and Aquariuses are very futuristic based, like, they won't get involved with somebody unless they can see a future with them. And then if they don't see a future with them, then they're just going to kind of just be a fling for a really long time. Okay, that's most of the time that will happen. Like, they'll be fine with, like, Aquarius are big on flings, big on, like, you know this about Aquariuses, they're very Sagittarian like that. Okay, it's like, yeah, we can have a flame, we can hook up, whatever, but if you want my emotional side, you want that side, I'm sorry, we'd have to be in a relationship for that. And I just don't see that happening, like that kind of energy. Like, they'll maybe open up a little bit here or there, and we're very, like, we want everyone to feel, like, connected and very welcomed. We're not, like, you know how Virgos are, like, if you can't sit with us, okay? We're not like that. We're like, yeah, you can sit with us, but, like, don't be fucking hating on everybody. Like, that kind of shit. Okay? Like, it's very, like, just, let's just hang out. Let's just be chill. Let's just, that kind of vibe with Aquarians. All right? Not perfect by any fucking means. Aquariuses, we have our shit too. Okay? We overthink to oblivion. We'll fucking worry about shit before they even become shit. We think about shit before shit was even invented. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. Okay? Like worries that weren't even there, and it's in a way, then we start thinking, did we attract that to ourselves? Like that kind of vibe, which is interesting. But this person is very giving, very loving, and wants to love you, and is going to be very like very open about their emotions towards you, which is hard for an Aquarius because they're usually very stubborn. This person is also extraordinarily business minded, so they could have like their own business or something of that nature. But again, I feel like their trophy, it's not necessarily you, like, oh my god, look, my wife has like a BBL or whatever and she's like fire. But you know, when it comes to like intimacy and conversation, I get nothing but fucking blank stares, like, you know, like that kind of energy. And it's like really, and I feel like this person's not like that. I feel like this person's like, yeah, my wife's beautiful, she's great, but like, I just want her to be genuinely happy and at peace. Like, I don't want her to be stressed out. I don't want her to be like worried about paying this or doing that. Like, I got it. Like, I'm good. Like, if she wants to help, that's cool, but like, I'm fine. Like that kind of energy. Okay. But that's what I'm getting for pile number ones. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you do want a private reading similar to this, or maybe even ask a different question, feel free to book on my site. I do offer live readings, but I would prefer private readings booked. So please feel free to book me. The only reason why is because I get a little bit of extra time in between the readings to deliver them, instead of like back to back to back to back instant and I can't breathe. You know what I mean? So that's why I recommend just submitting it and you receive it within 24 hours or even same day sometimes, especially if I'm open on my book. The only time I charge like a same day fee really is when I'm completely fucking booked and I have other shit to do. That's the only time I charge like same day fee, guys. So feel free to just, message me or even just go directly to my site and book, and I'll see the notification or get a response, okay, from me. So you know what time your reading's going to be delivered and all of that. Always constant communication going on there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and until next time, bye for now. Pile number twos, welcome, welcome. So this one is, who's going to love the scrub? Basically, who's going to love you when you have nothing? If this is not you, if you are like, I got everything, I'm dripping, I'm this, I'm that, Gucci flip flops, I could hit the bitch in the socks, you know what I mean? If you're like that, then this is definitely not the fucking reading for you. I'm sorry, but I have other awesome readings. I got a mood playlist, I got a love playlist, check that out. Or if you don't like me, then just click the fuck off. That's cool. So let's get right into the reading, okay? We're going to get into the constellation play cards. The first card coming up is the Eight of Pentacles. This person will not fucking stop talking to you. I'm going to tell you right the fuck now, okay? I'm just going to tell you that right off the bat. All right? Especially when they get comfortable with you, they will not stop talking. My cousin, Lord of mercy. She's Leo. I love her. But she does not fucking stop. I've never met anybody who talks more than me. I talk a lot. I've never met anybody. Okay? And Leo. But for some reason, I'm getting a lot of communication, especially with the Eight of Pentacles energy. That signifies a lot of communication. Some people read this as fire sign, and I do not. I read Pentacle energy as diamond energy, okay? I've been reading cartomancy since I was fucking 12, all right? It was the first cartomancy. That's the first freaking divination that I ever learned was cartomancy, all right? Play cards. So I learned without even looking at images, just the numbers and the suits. Just let that sink in. So with the Eight of Pentacles energy coming forth. All right. You're probably like, who taught you that? My mom. Why don't you talk to her? Why don't you talk to your mom anymore? She's religious. Anyway, let's get into the next one. We have same age as you. So this person could be a Leo and possibly the same age as you, or maybe the same age range as you. Maybe you're used to dating like 10 years older or like 8 years older or something like that. And you're just like, damn, when is somebody my age going to be like liking you? You know what I mean? With same age as you is also something coming forth. And I also do feel like this person is going to be very like youthful. Like even if they're the same age as you, let's just say you're in your 30s, this person's going to act like they're a fucking child sometimes, okay? With the same age as you. But I feel like a pompous child with Leo energy, a little bit of a pompous child. But I do also feel like this is going to be a very attractive thing for you, okay? Leos are extraordinarily attractive. Their energy, the energy they exude, their hair, their eyes, especially if you're a rising placement as Leo, usually you have really magnetic eyes or really fucking awesome hair, okay? Just naturally. It'll just happen, okay? And usually pretty big fucking hair, okay? For Leo risings, all right? Or if you're like me and you got a fortune in Leo, stage presence, okay, is a big one. But at the same time, your hair is going to be fucking huge most of the time. All right. And you're probably going to want to like blow it out. Most of the time I like straighten it out for societal norms and shit. But like with this energy, it's almost like this person is very vibrant about who they are. Okay. Like pile number one, like anyway, so pile number one was a little bit different, but like the Leo energy, remember it's 180. It's a 180 difference of Aquarius. It's on the opposite side of the fucking chart. All right, they got similarities, but sometimes they can really clash, like heavily. But they got heavy similarities, all right? But let's get into the tarot. This could happen. You end up meeting this person, let's just say, when you lose your fucking house, okay, with the Four of Wands in reversal, or you break up with somebody, or you get evicted. The reason why I'm saying that is because the Four of Wands is in the reversal. Remember, this reading is not for people with Gucci flip-flops. This reading is for people who literally just, like, I'm talking about don't have a car, don't, like, have, like, a stable job, don't have backing, maybe still live in their parents' freaking basement. Like, things like that, okay? That's what I'm talking about. So if you don't relate to it, then maybe this reading is not for you, okay? So, and that's why I labeled it as when will this scrub? I labeled it something with scrub, okay? Because it's just easier to find. People will know what I'm talking about, okay? For the most part, because not many people do like readings like this. I don't know why, but they just don't. Okay, Four of Wands energy in the reversal. Now you're also getting the Page of Pentacles in the reversal. You're gonna meet this person when you are fucking dead broke. I am not even playing. Like you don't even have like fucking 7 cents to rub together. Like not even 2 cents to rub. Like, you're gonna meet this person when you were literally fucking broke. Okay, poor. Literally says that. Feeling unwelcomed, home conflict, instability, neglect, or your house could literally, let's just say your house is literally like upside down, okay? Now on here it goes immature, lazy, poor prospects, procrastinator. It says it right on the card. Poor, okay? And it's fine. Because this person, okay, the person who's coming towards you is going to know this about you. I feel like this person's going to meet you like freaking at a stage in your life where maybe they already surpassed that, but they're the same age as you, but they understand how that feels like. I don't know why I'm getting that. Or maybe you're homeless and you literally have no fucking money and you're just like, what the fuck? Okay. Now you're also getting Knight of Wands. Now this person could be, have you seen my who's going to be your knight in shining armor video? Feel free to check that out on my love playlist. It's on my channel. Who's going to be your knight in shining armor? This person very well could be that person who comes in and takes action and helps you out with these things, especially in regards to like a place to live. This person could be like, look, I have a place, like come live with me, like that kind of energy. Okay, with the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, and they're not going to take no for an answer. Bro, you got a Leo. I'm so sorry, but you got a Leo. And on top of that, you have the King of Wands. I love Leo energy because they will fucking bet. They're like, bet. And then they just strut, and then all of a sudden they're fucking king of the jungle. Like, I'm for real. Like, Leo energy is vivid. But, like, with the King of Wands energy, like, if you ever want to know how a Leo's like, just look at the Leo King. And, yeah, he comes off, like, super arrogant and pompous and shit like that. But he's actually really fucking smart, okay? And he is actually, like, somebody who will break things. Anyway, so he's really smart, okay? Leo King. With the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands energy coming forth. And they're very territorial, like protective, or like, what'd you say? You know what I mean? Leos are not afraid to back. They will not back down from a fight. Even if they're losing, they will still find some kind of fucking energy to roar. Like, they will fuck your shit up. Like, Leo energy, they won't stop. Okay, until that whole place is burned the fuck down into ashes. And they're usually the one in front of the damn house with a teddy bear. Okay, being like, have you guys ever seen Men in Black? Do you remember Men in Black, where when Will Smith, he goes and he like does the shooting seminar when he's getting trained and he gets tested and stuff like that, and the freaking, what's the guy, they stopped the test because he shot the girl, and they asked him, they were like, why did you shoot the girl? They got all these aliens, like, why did you shoot like, no one's ever shot the girl, I guess. And he's like, because you got all these aliens and it's the middle of the night and she walking right there, and she just standing there with a bunch of books. There's something not right about that. I'm sorry. Thinking about it. But when you really think about it, you're like, shit, okay, that actually makes sense. So, he's not a Leo, he's a Libra. Okay, Will Smith is a Libra. But that was very much of a Leo thing to do. Okay, sometimes Leos will do that. Okay, just as an example. I don't really know many Leos who are famous. Oh, Shawn Mendes. But you see how he comes across as a little bit shy, but then all of a sudden he gets on stage and he's fucking, that's a Leo. That's a Leo. You know what I mean? The voice, the roar, the everything, that's Leo all over it, okay? But like the Seven of Pentacles right at the end, it's almost like maybe this person has been saved. This person's going to help you learn how to save money. This person is also going to help you balance out your finances. This is also somebody who's going to bring you an opportunity as well. Now, underneath the Four of Wands in the reversal, you have the Knight of Swords. Again, Knight in shining armor. And look, he's in shining armor. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There's going to be somebody who's going to help. Like, literally, it could be like the day that you lose your house. The day that you have nothing. The day that, like, literally that day. Like, there's not going to be like, oh, I got to stay at a shelter for a week, or I got to stay at this for a week. Like, no, this person's going to be like, what do you need? Like, I don't know. I'm just getting that energy. To where this person's going to create really big change in your life. With Knight of Swords, it says big change, honest, rebellious, impulsive, perfectionist. Now, underneath the Page of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups. Now, with the Two of Cups energy, true love, mutual respect, connection, union, this person is going to help you when you, let's just say you are trying to apply. You could even meet this person when you were like trying to apply for like another job, or trying to like, I don't know why I'm getting that, or trying to apply for like a housing assistance or something like that, because this person is definitely, a leader. This person also has like a lot of good luck. Like very good luck. I don't even think it's luck at that point. Like, this person's very blessed. Now, underneath the Knight of Wands energy, you have the Ace of Swords. Damn, clarity, breakthrough, truth, authority, newbie. This is why I fucking love Leos, because they will not they will not let their fucking, anybody who's a part of their cubs or their fucking family or whatever, they will not let them falter. I love Leos. Okay? Growing up, like my father's an Aquarius, but he has a Leo rising, right? So he wasn't who he presented himself to be, right? Because he's completely opposite of who he presents himself to be. He's a 180, right? Difference. Now, but growing up, I had I wouldn't call him a stepfather. I would just call him like an extended version of a father in a way, because he was my sister and brother's father. And I would stay over there. So he wasn't necessarily related to me anyway. And my mom wasn't married to him. But they would still bring me over there because they knew my father never picked me up from school. I was always like alone. I had to do everything by myself. So they kind of picked up the slack there. So like he was a Leo. And when I tell you, like, he was like, I mean, he's a business owner. He's really structured. He's really like straightforward. I always wanted my dad to be like that. Now, he was always at home, like with the family and everything. And I was like, whoa, you're not going to war right now? You're not flying to a different country? I was in fucking shock. I was like, you stay here? Like full time? Like you're not gone for like 6 months? Like you're not gone for like 2 years? You know, like that kind of energy. I was so shocked. I was like, what? Do you care about our homework? Like I was just like, what the fuck? But, you know, at the same time, was he an aggressive person? Was he like really assertive? Yeah, but he was never violent towards me. He was the sweetest person ever towards me. Okay? I held a lot of respect for him. Now, he was also somebody who never shied away from the truth or authority or also like breakthroughs, you know? So like with this energy coming in, it's very like, I'll fight for you. I'm going to help you get this breakthrough. And yeah, I'm going to come with authority. Like I'm going to defend you. Okay. Now, underneath the King of Wands, you're getting the Nine of Wands energy in the reversal. Stubbornness, giving up, refusing to compromise. Okay, this person is not going to compromise on like, maybe you're like, no, I'll just stay on a friend's couch, or I'll just stay here, or I'll just do that. And this person's like, no. You're going to come with me. Like, you're going to be fine. We're going to work this out. And it's almost like this person takes their fucking time. That's the thing about Leos, is that they'll get this really exciting energy. And that's the difference between Leos and Aries, is that Leos will get this really exciting energy and they'll be in the cave for a minute working on everything. And then all of a sudden it just like pops up out of nowhere. And then it's like, you know, like when Simba comes out of the cave. After they had the... Anyway, the Temperance card in the upright. We have Sagittarian and Aries energy coming forth as well with Temperance. But a Taurus with Saturn there. The Seven of Pentacles. Could be significant for some people, not all. But with the Temperance card energy coming in, it's almost like this person is going to have the patience to deal with you. This person is going to have the balance to love you. This person is going to have a sense of serenity within inside of themselves to be able to like deal with the issues and traumas and things like that you're going through, that it's not like a burden to them. That it's just like, all right, we can make it past this. Like that kind of energy, this beautiful, optimistic kind of overview, that's Leo. Okay? But that is mainly what I'm getting for you guys. Let's just do a quick little overview and see what else we're getting. Some of you guys have been waiting a really long time to meet somebody like this. And maybe you've been dealing with a lot by yourself for a really long time as well. And I'm also feeling like maybe this person gets a little bit hot-tempered, because Leos are known for that. Okay? They just are. But once they reach a state of maturity, they tend to understand where that volatile energy comes from, and they know how to control it, and they know when to use it. It's a very powerful power that Leo has. Because let's just say if they're thinking about something with really high intention, they'll make it come faster. That's what I noticed about Leos. And they'll make others create like really strong action faster. Love Leo's energy. Okay? If I could be recreate into like one other freaking sign, I would be a Leo. I would really appreciate being a Leo. Okay? But I do feel really strongly like this person is somebody who you can actually trust. And I don't necessarily say that in every read, but I do feel like you can trust this person. Like with some, like, I don't know why I feel like you are keeping something to yourself. That you're kind of scared to open up, but this person sees right through that shit. Especially with the Nine of Wands energy in the reversal. This person observes you. This person doesn't just like speak over you or wants their opinion heard. They just want to listen and observe. And then like when they know you're done, when there's like a moment of silence and you're like have a thought, that's when they like come in. Like a therapist in a way. Which is interesting. Kind of like Temperance there. Which is maybe something you need. Because usually people who like talk a lot and stuff like that, they usually like they usually are by themselves, or no one usually hears them. So sometimes they're just literally talking to themselves out loud. For people who are like in immense isolation or things like that. And it's hard for them to switch that off whenever they're like in a room full of people, because they still feel very much alone. Do you understand? So that could be you guys, or this could be this other person, vice versa. Take the energy how it resonates there. If you're like, no, I talk a lot, I'm like, okay, well then that's you. Then vice versa, that's how the energy is going to be. Or it could be that this person needs to be heard, and you just end up like really just listening to them and bringing a lot of balance into their life as well. It could be that energy as well. But that's what I'm receiving for this pile. Just short, quick, to the point. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If you do want something similar, please feel free to reach out. I do take private readings. Feel free to book on my site. I do live readings, but they're not scheduled and they're not guaranteed, those live readings, okay? So definitely if you want something guaranteed and delivered to you, sometimes they're even delivered as early as same day. So feel free to just, book on my site. All that information is down below in the description box. Just bkrllc.square.site. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, bye for now. Pile number 3s, welcome. So let's get into your reading. So this reading is mainly for the people who don't have anything. All right, I'm talking about the people who, like, maybe you're in between jobs, maybe you literally are living with your parents, or maybe you don't have any money, or maybe you don't have anything that would, like, you think that would attract like that person, because they think, oh, that person's a project, or oh, that person's too much work, or oh, you should just let them kind of figure out their own life, and and there's not any kind of like there's just, what can you bring me? What can you do for me? How can you elevate my life? Like that kind of energy that you maybe have been dealing with. This is not about that. This is somebody who doesn't care about that. This is somebody who only cares about your love and what your heart can offer them as well, okay? This is not about, oh, if you lost your job or whatever, then they're going to break up with you. This is not about that. This is about the person who's going to stay with you even if you lost your job. It's about the person who's going to stay with you even if you, God forbid, something disabled or something like that happened. Would that person stay? Like that kind of energy. This is what this is about. The person who's going to love you for who you are, not what you bring to the table, not how much money you have, not anything. So, pile number 3s. Let's see. Who is it going to be? Shit. This is interesting because it's almost like this person does this for you in secret. The fuck? Anyway, King of Swords with the spades. Everybody knows spades, swords, air sign energy. All right. Moon, though, how these cards work is that the suits will be different and then the actual constellation on the card. On the card. I don't know why car energy is coming up. I don't know why I'm getting car energy for this pile. Interesting. Anyway, this person could end up like buying a car or something for pile number 3. King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini energy. Sometimes displayed as Capricorn with the moon sign on there. There could be some indicators of a Piscean nature, Cancerian, or Scorpio nature. Mainly Piscean and Cancerian. Now you also have I also feel like this person's like abnormally strong. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. Like, let's just say, like, you, I guess it would be like a hidden build, right? That's what they call it, like a soft build, like a hidden build. I have that with my arms. So most people will think like, oh, she really has like fat arms, but the minute that I flex, I'm like, boom. You know what I mean? Or my like forearms and shit. Like because I used to do blow dries and haircuts, so I used to, my arms were, anyway. So I dealt with like hair heavy as shit, blow drying it all the way up, long as their fucking ankles, like, you know what I mean? So I trained for years and I worked at a blow dry bar and all that. Anyway, so let's get into your reading, okay? I feel like this person's like really strong, like abnormally strong. Okay, might have like a different build. Like, so let's just say on the outside they look like an average build, but they can probably like lift like, I don't know, like 200 or like 350. You know what I mean? And people think that's, oh, that's like a lot. Like, I've seen my dad bench like way more. Okay, so dear Stu, I was busy with my own journey when I saw you. Looking at you for the first time felt like there was a spotlight only on you. Everything and everyone felt so dim in comparison. How do I say hello? Interesting. You could end up meeting this person at nighttime. I don't know why I'm getting that. Yeah. And I also do feel like this person, let's just say if you like meet this person, like if you're, it's like you're colliding with something that they're doing, if that makes sense. Like, and you're probably like, well, what if it's vice versa? Like, but no, I'm feeling like you are colliding with something that they're doing. So let's just say it's their fundraiser or their business or their like team that's holding the fundraiser, something like that, like to where this person's very much in control of that situation, and that whole event wouldn't have happened if that person didn't put it together. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that energy, okay? But let's get into it. For some of you guys, you're gonna be like, damn, it's not my person. I really thought he loved me for me. Maybe this is not the reading for you, okay? Because that's not really the focus of the read. The reading is you don't have anything to offer this person, and this person still loves you regardless of your reputation, what you have to offer them, all of that. This person just wants you. This is who we're focusing on. But let's get into the tarot. And the first card that you're getting is the Eight of Pentacles in reversal. Not surprised, because this is about not having money. So you're going to meet this person when you literally have no money, possibly not making, you don't have any job, okay, like at all, with the Eight of Pentacles in the reversal. Maybe you're making like little side things, but your money's like still stagnant. Okay, again, if this is not your, if you're making money, if you're like, this is not your reading, Gucci flip-flops, please use them to go to a different reading. So the next one that you have is the High Priestess. The High Priestess energy is coming up in the upright position. Intuition, spirituality, subconscious, higher power. And this is what I was getting, is that this person, okay, this situation would not have happened if this person did not put this event together. I don't think you understand that. This person had an intuitive notion, an intuitive kind of like thing, okay? People like think men are like not intuitive, but we are literally their rib. So like they are intuitive. They're extraordinarily intuitive. They're hunters. Like what the fuck? So the next one that you're getting is, so I feel like this person like literally is very strongly intuitive. All right. And you're also getting the Queen of Swords. You guys, what the fuck? All right. Damn. All right. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy coming through, and it's Divine Feminine. And I feel like, what the fuck is this? It's like this person meets you when you literally have nothing, no money, no fucking car, no nothing. And you end up, either this is you putting your fucking skills to work, and then all of a sudden, like, bringing the fucking bag, and it's like they never expected you, out of all people, to be able to bring in this bag. I don't know why I'm getting that. With the Ace of Pentacles energy, this is definitely somebody that you're going to be marrying with the Ace of Pentacles. And maybe this person, let's just say like you're broke or whatever, and maybe this person didn't know that you own land. Or maybe this person didn't know that you had an inheritance. Maybe this person didn't know that you had a trust fund. Maybe this person didn't know about something that you were restricted from, that you were aware of, but didn't want to tell them. Okay, as well, for pile number 3. Now the next one that you're getting is the Judgment card. Bro, and it was a test. You're probably like, damn, I've been with this person for like years, and it's been a test this entire time to see if they really loved me for me, or if they love me for the bag that I carry. You know what I mean? So the next one that you're getting is underneath the Eight of Pentacles. Guys, you have to remember, like, I'm a witch, so I rhyme shit. Anyway, so underneath the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Cups, okay? Ten of Cups energy coming in. Happiness, security, emotional stability, and happy home. Bro, it's like you can give them all of this. Let's just say if it was a competition between you and somebody else. Okay. People like to say, love is not a competition. Go ahead and say that in the corner softly to yourself so you can hear that nice echo. But I'm not hearing that here, okay? So, yes, it can be a competition at times. All right, very much so. All right, have you ever heard of Cain and Abel? Anyway, so underneath the High Priestess, the Knight of Pentacles energy in the upright. Reliable, committed, conservative, slow but steady, hardworking. This person, even though, let's just say maybe you were trying to build a business and you like weren't like banking or ranking in the money the way that you wanted to, but you offered this person so much fucking emotional happiness that there literally is no price that they could like make that equivalent to. So let's just say they had $1 million and they met every woman in the world or whatever, every man in the world. Yeah, they would find some that are similar to you. But have you ever seen Just Right, the movie? Okay, and that's also a competitive kind of energy too. I don't know why I'm getting competitive energy from this one. But let's just say that you were dating somebody, like how Queen Latifah's cousin was, and she baited him entirely. Her whole focus, she had a whole vision board that she wanted to marry like a basketball player. She doesn't eat in public for her image, all this shit, bullshit. And I'm thinking, okay, she got problems. But at the same time, okay, her cousin didn't. But she needed her cousin. And her cousin, needed her to do it because she didn't trust another girl because she was jealous. All of this stems, it's so funny because the enemy tries to create blockages for him, right? He was trying to anyway, you just got to see the movie. He was trying to recover his career and shit, and she only wanted his bag. She wanted the clout. She was clout chasing. Even when he was home, recovering, instead of just being with him and just being with her man, you know what I mean, trying to help him, you need anything, she was out there shopping every fucking day, telling him that she was going to charities and shit. Really, she was ranking up fucking debt on his fucking card. Okay. But the cousin, he actually genuinely fell in love with. And actually, in that movie, he did get her a car at the end. Well, he didn't get her a car. He renewed her car that she already had, but he also kept the dent that was already in the side because she liked it. And it reminded her of, her father. So, again, about the imperfect, she was really imperfect, if you think about it. She was actually very imperfect. She was a little bit too masculine. She was very authentic to who she was on the who she was on the inside. She was authentic to that on the outside. Okay, it was matched very well. And in the movie Just Right, some of you guys have to see this movie. Okay, plus Common fine, just do it for Common. And Queen Latifah, she's hilarious. And they have instant chemistry. I always wondered why they never got together. Then she came out, and I was like, oh. Right. I was like, you could have had LL, you could have had Common, you could have had so many people, Queen, anyway, but she didn't. She had somebody else. She dated her personal trainer, and they're in a relationship and all that. Anyway, so with the Knight of Pentacles, so it's funny that she ended up being a personal trainer. Very interesting. If you see her roles and you see who she is, Anyway, that's Taurus energy. She's a Tauran. She's a Taurus rising. She has another placement. She's not Taurus. She's Taurus rising. But anyway, Knight of Pentacles energy. But because you are working and you felt, it's almost like this person knew intuitively that you were worth it. Let's just say they saw what you were working on and they're like, no. Maybe everybody else was like, nah, that's bullshit. Oh, no, they're just doing that for clout. Oh, no, they're just doing that for this. Oh, they're just doing that for, oh, they're just, this person's like, nah. No, I know she's serious. I know he's serious. That kind of energy, I see what you're doing. And I know it's going to take a long time, but I know that payout's going to be there. This person is mentally aware. So it's not the fact that they're with you because you're going to be the bag eventually, but they understand that you're not just going to remain stagnant, that they look at you and they see intuitive, in their feelings. They know that you're going to reach a higher level. They know, if you say, I'm going to get that luxe apartment one day. Even if everybody else laughs at you and a year goes by, 2 years go by, the third year, you're going to fucking get that luxe apartment. This person knows this about you. So, anything that you set your mind on, especially with the Queen of Swords intention, mixed in with the High Priestess, there's nothing that she can attract. So, underneath the Queen of Swords, you have the Two of Pentacles in reversal. Here is that competitive energy, unbalanced, overwhelmed, chaos, disorganized. And maybe you do have that. Maybe you see yourself as that. But your person sees you as honest, protective, independent, intelligent, funny, and different. With the Queen of Swords energy, that's the descriptive keywords there. Now, underneath the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Five of Cups, but in the reversal. Right when everybody thinks all hope is lost, your time is up, you're going to stay stagnant, there's nothing ever going to come for you, all this bullshit to tear you down. The minute that you accept, it's almost like the minute that this person maybe it doesn't happen when this person thought it was going to happen. Maybe 1 or 2 years go by, and this person's like, I don't know, maybe it's not going to happen, but you know what? I know I fucking love this person. And it's right when this person makes that genuine affirmation, that's when some kind of bag comes in here for you. With this Ace of Pentacles, it has nothing to do with this other person. It's very much you, your own journey. And this person, like, maybe you and this person were tagging along for the ride, and you guys weren't solidified for a little while and stuff like that, but, like, it's you manifested this shit, and other people did not want to invest. Like, look, other people did not want to invest in this shit. And it could have been your own family with the Ten of Cups energy. But let's get underneath the Judgment card. You have the Two of Swords in reversal. It's like every time you have a blockage or some kind of delay or something like that, you are very divinely blessed and protected on your path. Okay, and you notice that whenever something like really bad happens or something like that, where you're like, damn, how am I going to get out of this situation? Like, I didn't even know this was going to even happen. And like, I'm just so like nervous. And then all of a sudden you do get a blessing. It's not without worrying and praying and showing your faith, but you do get that blessing. And this person recognizes this. Okay, and they're highly intuitive. And they know it's going to take a while, but it's going to come. And other people, they may have been like, nah, I'm not going to deal with this. Nah, you don't have a car now, forget it, fuck you. Oh, you don't have it? Like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to go all out there. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to invest. Why would I invest? I just want to return. You know? That kind of energy. So, with this energy, a lot of Gemini coming through. Heavy on the intelligence part with Gemini. Okay, with the Two of Swords. Now, we're also getting, with the High Priestess, obviously Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, But sometimes, very rarely, it can be displayed as Virgo. Very rarely, but it can. I've seen it. And sometimes Sagittarian. It rarely, okay? But those are because there's a really high, like, intuitive signs. Highly intuitive signs, okay? Let's see what else I'm getting. So with the Knight of Pentacles, it's almost like because you stayed committed to what you were working on, regardless of the revenue, all of that, maybe this person has trained their mind. Let's just say if they're like really into working out, people who are really into working out, they know consistency is key, period. And it trains them within their mind that consistency is key. If I just keep pushing, if I just keep doing this, and I finish at this, and I do this the next day, and the next day, and the next day, then I can do this. I can keep going. A lot of the times, gym people are like that. Okay. And with this energy, it's almost like other people couldn't see it. Other people had so many doubts. Other people they were so blocked off from seeing what this person intuitively felt that was going to happen. It's like they knew it was just a matter of time. Let's just say you're really good at basketball, and other people are like, you're never going to get an NBA tryout. Like, that's never going to happen to you. You know how many scouts are out there looking for people who want what you want? Yeah, there's a lot of people. But the minute that you're like, no, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to show my passion on this court. I'm going to do this. And that one person gives you know what? Hey, well, we want you to come to our college. We want you to do this. We want you to do that. But still, you don't have the approval. You're never going to get that. Yeah, you got the card, but you're never going to get that. You think it's going to be you? You really think it's going to be you? And you're like, yeah, bitch. Yeah, the fuck it is. And you keep working at it. You keep fucking dribbling. You keep doing your fucking, you know what I mean? You keep doing whatever you need to be doing. You work on your 4-pointers. You do everything, like your free throws, all of that. Okay? And all of a sudden, you get put into this competition with a whole bunch of other people. I'm not saying, oh my God, you're going to win because of that, but you still get an opportunity, whether you win or not, because it's a part of your destiny, because it's something that you worked really hard for, and you consistently built up that energy. Even when you're in a strongman competition or some competition or whatever, okay, you're still up on that podium and you're still equal to everybody else. It's just one person is awarded for being a little bit more determined than you were. That's all. So for some reason, I feel like this person really believes in you, and they know that. Maybe you've said this out loud to them where you were just like, listen, I want you to know I plan on doing some things. Like, I plan on doing this and this and that and that. And maybe other people are like, yeah. Whatever. You know how she gets. She just talks about this and that. And those are the people who don't really know you. Because it's almost like it still happens for you. Like, you'll make it work. You will make it come to life. Looks like Frankenstein found his bride. But that is what I'm picking up for this pile. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If not, it is what it is. But with that, But if you, want a private reading, feel free to book with me on my site, bkrllc.square.site. I do live readings, but they're not guaranteed for me to go live. It's more guaranteed for me to submit your private reading. Sometimes it's same day, and you'll get it earlier than when I would even go live, and sometimes it's the next day, but it's always within 24 hours, okay, guys? But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and until next time, bye for now.